When the fuck did we get ice cream? Hey guys, what's up? Will from Car News here. We have this 2003 TJ that we started working on a little over a year ago. So the reason why it's been a long project is because, and this is probably the first time you're gonna see it. It started as a 2003 TJ. It came to the shop for us to do a multi-point checkup to get it ready for a build, right? When we put on the lift, we noticed that the frame was just completely like rotting away from rust. So we decided that it was cheaper, and it is, to replace the whole frame with a replacement frame than just repair the current frame, because it was bad, right? So we couldn't find a frame at the time, so we ended up going to online. We found a 99 TJ frame, which essentially is the same frame, but the engine mounts changed a little bit, and so do the center section bolts. But we ended up going with just replacing the motor mounts to the right motor mounts. We use aftermarket motor mounts that are actually beefier. We put the 4.0 back in it because the drivetrain on this Jeep was solid. It has only 65,000 miles. It's tracking solid, so is the transfer case. So we went in and put all the good parts from the rusted frame, including the body, into this frame. But since we had the frame already out, and the body out, I mean, and the engine, we went a little bit extra, and we went from coil springs to coilovers. We added a long arm kit as well, and we also did rear coilovers, which you'll see on the video. And I'm just gonna name a bunch of parts that we added to this Jeep from front to back. We could start with George, which is the name of the client. Went with a Vestel bumper, which fits pretty tight on the frame. It sticks out a bit too much for my liking, but it's definitely beefy, and it will definitely take a couple hits. Then we upgraded to oh, by the way, this is not done. Like, we're still working on it. That's why you see that bunch of parts missing, but I'm just gonna keep going down the list. We had a Smithville winch just because he needed something new, and we went that route just because it keeps the price. It's just the right price for the amount of use he's gonna use into it. Hopefully he won't have to winch a lot with this Jeep because it's pretty well built. As you go down the frame, you see we added a PSC steering box. We added an aluminum radiator from Mishimoto, which you can see when you open the hood. We added hydro assist, which we still have to finish running the lines. Now, for axles and drivetrain, we went with JK axles, JK takeoffs, which is a Dana 44 front, Dana 44 rear. It has RCV straps in the front. It has chromatic straps to an ARB locker. The front still has a factory E-locker, but it has a truss that pretty much reinforces the whole housing, and it puts all the brackets that you need for the TJ. We didn't use a lot of those brackets because we went coilovers, so we made the axle work with the truss and the coilover mounts for the actual coilover. Bro, okay. We added. It came with an Arctic truss when he bought them. We cut some of the brackets off to make room for the coilovers. Then we added towers at the frame for motor build, along with some motor build fenders and corners. We still need to add the rug sliders. Oh, I'm walking away from the frame. Sorry, guys. Bro, these people give me such a hard time when I walk around. So this is why I'm like planning right now. I could only have it's like I'm dancing. It's like only so much room before I'm able to Anyway, we gotta fit the rug sliders. They gotta be custom cut to fit the corners, since these were blank corners instead of an actual cutout. Obviously 1350 thumb was drive shafts. I'd be tripping. Sorry, David. We added 1350 front and rear drive shafts just to be able to keep the power going to the wheels. It's geared to 538 gears, which is gonna help this motor and transmission run very smooth on those 40-inch tires. Now, we went with a 20-inch wheel because bougie, and because it just looks really good and it's different. And for suspension, we went with a rock crawler long arm. We did a 10-inch stretch in the rear, about an inch in the front, which is just as much as you're gonna be able to get out of it without moving the steering box forward or getting into heavy modifications. And we added the cage, and it has a set of Corbus seats that are really, really clean, and Sparker seats, actually, my bad. And we're adding the case which we're waiting on, and a new software. And this pretty much is what we have.